viewership of the Speed Events channel for a score run.
What about, I asked, I think, like a week ago on one of your streams, but things that are dead already, such as, what's the item? Strong Chi? And,
Yeah,
of
so
course...
undead items? Yeah. So we saw that during the tutorial, but yeah, there's no difference between an undead and a living enemy in terms of the kill counter here. But, yeah, so the skeleton that we just see on Yamix's stream, he's got to avoid that.
You can't, I feel like it's hard, because I know a lot of speedrunners get in the habit of just whipping as they walk. So
yeah.
you gotta turn off that muscle memory and just sometimes you have to take damage.
That's right, yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't think we've seen it too much yet, but occasionally you'll be in a one-tile high hallway, particularly in the mines, and there'll be an annoying snake blocking your way. The safest thing for this category is just to run right through it, and take some damage, but you move on, you keep the run intact. Yeah, it really does, this category really does fight against a lot of our muscle memory. Even just exiting, I usually whip to avoid arrow traps off screen, but that can easily kill a spider jumping into the exit.
Well, I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I heard you say that if you whip an arrow from an arrow trap and that kills something, it didn't.
Yeah, so you're fine as long as you don't... I think if you bomb an arrow, it causes problems. But yeah, you can whip an arrow whether it's in the air from an arrow trap, or if it is just laying on the ground. Those will not cause a kill. But as soon as you pick it up, if you drop it and then whip it, it will count as a kill. So items are like assigned ownership.
He did the thing in the tutorial where he stunned a caveman and it walked into a tiki trap.
Yeah. Yeah, that can happen all the time. There's one enemy that we all hate as speedrunners is the tiki man with a boomerang, and that's one where it's more than just muscle memory. It's like emotion. You want to destroy them, and if you whip them, jump in their heads, and they die before they unstun, then yeah, unfortunately, it's your fault.
Is there a valid strategy in getting an arrow without the arrowhead on it and using that and just running around and stunning enemies to get by?
So that won't violate any of the rules. Sure, why not? As long as you're not killing enemies with it, it's a good strategy. But you can also use it to defuse arrow traps, or other arrow traps, I should say. Yeah, this category never is really that free. There's always at least one puzzle to solve. So that's a great example of. By the way, we got Shin Grey where it's in a hallway. It's gonna try to blow up terrain and releases that cobra from a web, and he makes it through.
So this seems like a very resource-heavy run.
By the way, Kirby is carrying an arrow around just after you said that.
I see that.
Alright, yeah, so it's very resource-heavy, bombs in particular. There's really no item better than a bomb box in this game, assuming you've got paste already.
Yeah, they're a great way to kill enemies without getting the credit. You just whip a bomb box on their head.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So Shin is thinking about whether to rob a shopkeeper. He does, and he makes it out alive. One thing to note...
Sorry, Kirby bought something. Shin robbed.
Yeah, Shin robbed. Okay, two things happening at once. It's kind of the chaos of the grind. The one thing I wanted to point out about Shin is his shop also has spike shoes, which means he won't be able to jump on enemies like a caveman or yeah, it'll be an instant death rather than a stun. So it's definitely the hard mode version of this category.
Oh no, and there goes. And then there are a couple other items that have interactions that are insta-kills. I know that you can telefrag with the teleporter. How does that interaction work with that pacifist run?
So if you telefrag an enemy with a teleporter, it's a little buggy sometimes, but it's almost always credited as a kill, if not always.
Almost always.
Yeah, I had one instance where the kill wasn't credited when I was doing it, but there was a lot going on at the same time, and I'm not sure if an enemy was killed simultaneously or by my telefragger, but definitely avoid doing it if you actually want to complete a run. In fact, I would probably leave the teleporter on the ground if I saw one.
What about... This is super specific. What about cavemen in ice? If you bomb, and then the caveman is released from the ice, was he alive previously, but now he's dead because you bombed him?
So a caveman's frozen by a mammoth, and then you bomb the frozen caveman? Is that the setup?
Isn't there...
I've
seen it on a couple streams, and I might have apparently imagined it, but isn't there... it's like an Easter egg that you bomb an ice block, not a mammoth ice block, but an ice block, and then the caveman frozen.
Oh, okay, yeah, hit crust enemies.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I believe you do not get credit, but that's something that is so rare that,
you get all the way to the ice caves, to pacifist run, and then you get
start bombing platforms. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. The tracker is very recent, so I've learned a lot just in the past couple of days by having it open.
Oh, the backwood Carlin.
So by the way, Kirby is going to be in the black market. Very healthy bomb count in here.
The bat's just following her around though. Seems like she might want to get them stuck up here with the man trap.
Yeah, looks like a good strategy. Man trap takes out the first one, and she's going to be very patient and let it take out the second one.
And so, you talked a little bit about the helping hand in your video, that nothing to do to the helping hand.
Oh, excellent BM, sorry, I got excited.
No, okay, it's fine. This is a very, very good VM.
Yeah, so we're still missing pace though, I think.
She's gonna get lucky. It's gonna be like
yeah, I hope so. So Kirby is really feeding this this man trap, it seems. Time might end up being kind of an issue here.
Yeah, she's gonna get the ghost. Well, she's got about a minute.
Yeah. There was...
Oh no!
Sad. But just in time, we get a jetpack for Carlibron, and Shin is going to be finding another black market.
And so back on the helping hand, you do not ever get credit for any of the helping hand.
That's right, yeah, you only get, the only thing that the helping hand can, or hired hand can affect is your gold counter, but you can give a hired hand a plasma cannon.
Oh, is it hired hand, not helping hand?
I forget sometimes.
Everyone just says HH,
HH, yeah. The naked dude. So Shin doing
wow, Carly with the shot. Oh, there we go.
Shin doing the low percent hello robbery. I don't think I saw a jetpack on this run. He's got haste from the mines though, so decent start. I'm gonna start using some of those bombs, but it's good to take note, take stock of what's going on. Okay. Wake up! Wake up! He's alive!
Oh, he's alive!
So he stunned the Tiki Man, but Tiki Man woke up. Oh, no Shin!
I think this is a game I'll never punish.
So he did pick up this damsel. It's probably a little bit premature because he's going to have to keep it alive for the remainder of the BM. And he probably wants to go up top as well.
I feel like bats are...
So yeah, he lived, but the hired health was killed.
Damsel,
sorry, yeah. Yeah, I usually would, if I was low on HP, I would clear out the rest of the BM and do the damsel at the very end. But Yeah, it was a. He was probably just excited from being alive, and it was cool to see that he survived the first round.
I have to check to get closer to TV trap there.
Yeah, it looks like he was in range of, or his HH was in range of the tiki trap, which is not here.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
You are the world record holder.
For now,
for
again,
now,
like,
I'm sure Kenny's got your number. Well, Kenny has the world record for the true passive.
Right.
No, wait, sorry. No gold
No
true
gold.
passive is 12%. You have the world record for the true passive is 12%. The max true passive is 12%, and the no gold max true passive is 12%.
the categories are sort of proliferating recently. We just added a couple of achievements to Mossranking.
So when is low no gold max true passive is 12%?
I mean, if there's anyone to do it, it's probably Kitty or myself, right? We both got the 20% version. We both have maximum mental health, so
When is
why
the
not?
no gold max true passive is Eggplant happening?
There actually is an Eggplant pacifist kill.
Is there?
Yeah, you don't get credit until you have whipped Yama with the Eggplant. I think this is true, by the way.
So
I
you can
didn't-
Eggplant Yama and whip him in a different
Oh, no, you can't whip him. Since you whip him, it's definitely your kill. But
You have to Eggplant him, pick him up, and put him by a tiki trap.
so I think, no, that would count for your kill as well. I think something from the ceiling would have to drop, like one of the skulls from his fist, or you can have a fire pot from one of the red imps, or the red...
You have to bring a fire pot and the Eggplant into the Yama fight, which means you also need to bring an iron health.
You can set him on to the second phase,
Oh no,
and
there's...
then when he's near a spike ball trap, you can Eggy him. Oh, hey Joko, this is X. Thanks for that question. Alright, so I actually have a couple questions for you.
Oh,
So
I know a lot of things about sports.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So you've just sort of recently joined the community. We saw you streaming your hell attempts, and you managed to get that fairly recently. Is Spelunky the first game you've been streaming, or like how hard of a gamer are you?
So streaming, I have streamed a couple times to my little sibling, or I can't afford video games, and so I streamed XCOM for them, and so I just do like 3 people.
What's the age suggestion for XCOM, by the way?
Don't know. My little sister's only 7 years younger than me, so when it came out in 2015, she would have been, I'm not saying it, because it says how old I am.
Sure, fair. By the way, just a quick note, we've got Kirby in the Black Market and also Meowmix Mix with a nice little setup. He's got both the jetpack and a Matic. Yeah, so you've started streaming for a broader community recently, and Spooky was your first pick?
Yeah, I discovered the community through the ASO. Oh no, with the ASO tournament, that was a lot of fun, and then I tried to be more active during the Kampala Cup event, and then since you all seem so wonderful and welcoming, I just couldn't help myself but stream.
Excellent.
Also, I let the videos spoke and all the categories of things. It's just a very, very interesting community, and going into the run events. Oh, the whip of the caveman. Wait, whipping a live caveman a frog counted as a kill?
Yeah. So, it was you can whip items, but you can't whip enemies into each other.
So how do corpses work? If you no, you said a hired handheld horse doesn't count. Throw that around. but
Yeah,
a
yeah.
is an issue.
It's
Thank you, TTS.
I'm reading chat right now, so just don't kill enemies, guys. It's
Don't.
very simple.
And if you do happen to kill a hired help, it's your greatest tool moving forward.
Yeah, so this is another thing that I just recently found putting together that tutorial. You can use the corpse of a hired help to kill anything, and you never get credit for it. So abuse that.
You can't carry corpses through.
Can't now.
So you have to find a 5 hired help shop, kill 1 per level, and take the rest with you.
Yeah, they can be alive too, so I guess you don't have to even kill them, but just carry around a hired help and just slaughter everything.
I think my favorite clip from the Spelunky Discord is Kinnijup finding a 5 helping hand shop and they just follow him from. No, he found a 2 and a 3, and they followed him from the level.
It was just a regular any percent run, I believe, and they just kept showing up, and because he was exiting the levels so quickly, they never had a chance to die. Usually they have time to kill themselves, but
So Kirby finds herself in a puzzle here. How would you get away with this?
just